Hey guys, hello, I'm back. Welcome. This is my page, Tracey's Fancy. Welcome to my page. I was just over on Dixie Belle's main paint page and showing y'all how to use the Dixie Belle Mud, which is amazing, to make a gorgeous crocodile pattern on furniture. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. And I wanted to come over here and talk some more about it. So please say hello when you come on. Hello, Miss Melissa. I love you, dear. Thank you for always being here. Sorry, I went to wash up my roller. Had to go outside. Nancy's here. Hi, Nina's here. You girls are amazing. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Let me get my mud. So for those of you who weren't on the other one, let me give you like a short rundown, a real quick rundown. Again, please hit the share button. I think this is extremely shareable for any of your friends or family that are into DIY, because this is so easy and it will completely change the look of a piece. So these are two mid-century modern nightstands from a friend client that is having me redo them for a very fancy house and a very fancy bedroom. They're a great size. They're huge. They're enormous in size. They're very well built. The name of them is Villet. I've never done a piece of Villet furniture. Hey, Terry. Hi, honey. Hi, Lori and Deb all over again. Whoa, my tripod's like loose. Whoa, touchy, testy. So anyway, it's Villet. I've never heard of it. Anyway, she has a very swanky bedroom and we're going swanky with a nightstand. She loved the style, she loved the shape, but she was thinking a crocodile pattern on the front. So I was like, perfect, let's do this. So I'm not going to go into the whole design of them. I did that on Dixie Belle. I just want to go into this crocodile thing because I didn't want to go into the roller too much because it's not a Dixie Belle product, but it works beautifully with one of the Dixie Belle products. So first, let me show you what we're doing in case you missed it over there. Let me get it for you because it's so pretty. So this is what they look like. They're this color. This all four drawers will be the crocodile pattern. And this drawer will also, and then these doors will also be the crocodile pattern. This beaded board will be gone, and this will be solid. It'll look like leather crocodile. Because here it is. You ready? Look at that. Ooh, it's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? It's so pretty. And I think the light's shining on it so you can't even tell how I've shaded it. So y'all are going to have to wait until staging day to see how I've shaded it. But it's really pretty. It's Hurricane Gray and Best Dang Wax in black. That's the underside. This is the top side. See how nice and clean and tidy these are? Have y'all seen this wood stamp before? I've never done it. And in all my years of painting furniture, I've never seen this. See it? Villet, V-I-L-L-E-T. I've never seen that branding before. Hello, Miss Betsy. Hello there. Hi, Susie. I hear ya. I see you. Sorry, I got distracted by the beauty. And it feels so good. It feels just like leather. It's soft. Kind of got like a little bit of a, I don't know, just like a leathery, rubbery, leathery feel. My dog's freaking out. Lucy's like, what is that? Honey, Lucy's coming into my live. So anyway, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Let's see, what can I do? I'll show you one that I did over there on Dixie Belle's. Here's one that I did. This is what it looks like when you put your mud down and you run your roller through it. It looks like this. And then we paint it. This looks like a hat. Oof. 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 Oofda. All right. I got behind on comments. Let's see. Regina loves her gumball machine. You gumball ladies, y'all have been such an amazing class. Oh my gosh, we're doing so good. Carol, hi honey, I read your message from you. You sent me a message and I read it right before I went live tonight. Now I can't even remember what it was. You had so much to tell me. It was a long one. It was a long message. It did say that you're doing really well though. You're feeling good. dealing with your chemo. I am super proud of you. It sounds you are always so upbeat, and just I love hearing from you. So thank you. Hello, Anne. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's get this one done, and then maybe that one over there will be dry enough. Actually, let me throw a top coat on one of these. Hold on. Let me throw a top coat down. Let me see. Let's put, this is dry. This one's dry. We painted it gray. Oh, shoot. I didn't get it all covered really well. I wonder if I can cover that with wax. Okay, let me throw a top coat down because then we can wax together. All right, so hold on. Where's my top coat? Oh, I need a brush. I need a brush because I want you to see the roller in works like I did on Dixie Belle, but I also want you to see the waxing of it. So I've already painted this one, and oh, by the way, I put my link to the roller. So I have a link with her. It is through Artistic Painting Studio, and it is Jennifer Ferguson. It's her business. And I'm also using her foils for the handles, and I'll show y'all those in just a second. So right now I'm using my satin top coat, and I am putting a coat of satin over my hurricane gray painted crocodile. That's what I'm doing down here. I know you can't see me doing it, but here, let me show you. Putting a little satin top coat, real thin, just spreading it out in all directions, just to get it sealed so it doesn't eat up all my wax. I don't want this hurricane gray to turn super, super dark. I want to save the color of hurricane gray and only have the wax settle in all of the crevices between the crocodile pattern. So let's get this on. We can let this dry, and then we can move over and work on the other drawers, and then we'll come back and wax this together. And I'll show you the foils as well. So the rollers, you guys, I can get her pamphlet if you want. I put my link. I would love it if you would use it. It's so easy to use. If you saw me do it on Dixie Belle, it's a lot of fun, and she's got a ton of them. I've used Crocodile for years. I haven't done it in a long time, and I always used stencil. This is way easier. Way easier. The roller makes it easier, and the mud makes it easier. Okay, hold on. Let me get her little pamphlet. I'll be right back. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so here's her pamphlet. Decorative Art Rollers Complete Collection. Oh my gosh, y'all. There are, look how many there are. That's all the different rollers. That's not even all of them. She has rollers on the other side. A lot. These are stamping rollers. And then these are impression rollers. Faux rollers. She has everything you can think of. Tiger skin, zebra, snake skin, metro brick, weave, primrose, mermaid tail, jagged lines, cobblestone, vines, cheetah, crosshatch, baroque. It's insane. Python skin, twigs and berries. Twigs and berries. Sorry. I raised two boys. Twigs and berries. I only think of one thing. Okay, so we're letting that dry. Let's do this one. So I've got my Dixie Belle Mud. I'm almost out. This one I'm almost out. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. That would have never flown in this house if I'd named a roller Twig and Berries. With Patricia, that's a good question. Oh, what do they run? I bought it. I did buy it. She did not give me this stuff. I bought my stuff. I bought my foils. And I don't think I saved my receipt, but it wasn't much. I don't feel like it was that much. Shoot. I didn't save my receipt. I didn't save my receipt. So you can buy the roller by itself, or you can buy the roller with the handle. So I have a roller and a handle. And now if I want more rollers, I just buy the roller. So it was cheaper to buy the roller, and then the handle was like, I don't know, like an extra $4 or something like that. I don't remember. But it wasn't that much. And you know, if you use my link, it doesn't cost you any more to use that. It just lets her know. It's her little thank you to me for sending you. It lets her know. And I'm new with her. I've only been with her for like a month. I'm new to sign up with her program. So anyway, someone asked how you wash them. You just water. It just came right off. Like, and not in your sink. I took it out front. I took it out front to the hose, the spigot. Is that what you call them? Spigot. Took it out front. Juana, 20 and 25, thank you. I thought it was about $24.95 as I felt like what I paid for the setup. So worth it. Says the girl who has done entire dresser fronts, armoire fronts with a crocodile stencil that's this big and spreading mud and spackle. So worth it. I'm gonna have a lot more of these, I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, so I don't have very much mud left in this jar, so I'm gonna use that. Anyway, just washed right up with water. Washed right up with water. Okay, almost empty. This was an 8-ounce jar. This is Dixie Belle Mud in white. It comes in brown and black as well. I put my Dixie Belle link up there also for you guys. And for paints and the mud, if you want to try this mud, I highly recommend it. It's very different than the sea spray. The sea spray is grainy and sandy. This is whipped like pudding. It's whipped like pudding. Super easy to use, very soft, gives you a great leather feel, where I feel like with sea spray you get more of an outdoorsy kind of a rough feel. The mud is amazing. The only thing about the mud is you do have to put it in the refrigerator in between uses once you've opened it, but it dries fast and it sands back really easy if you want to sand your peaks back. I was able to sand it back today with just my hand. Literally, I mashed out my peaks with my hand. So, don't want to waste that. Let's take what's ever on the lid off. Here's my full jar. Oh, focus, focus. There we go. See? Watch. Goodness, can't get it. See? It's very whipped. It reminds me of like those yogurts that are whipped. So I just get a bunch and lay it out here. You don't have to have it super thick to get the imprint of the roller. She did say in the directions, it comes with a cute little sheet of directions. She's so cute. She did say that you can off-roll any excess onto like newspaper. I don't know why she said newspaper. I don't know of anyone who has newspaper around anymore, but I just did it on paper towels. Put your lid back on in between because you don't want it to start drying up on you. And then I just use my Dixie Belle spatula. I just start spreading it out, back and forth, spreading it out. You don't want to waste any excess that you end up with on your spatula. Be sure you put it back in your jar. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just like, you know, a beginner icing a cake, basically. Make sure you get all of the edges covered. I just go from one side to the other. And then like on this back side back here, like this, so that I get all the way to this edge, I just worked my way around. I just took my spatula all the way to the edge like this, so it was covered. And then I just spun the drawer around. And I just kept doing that until I made sure that my edges were covered. And like I said, you don't have to have really, really thick. If you're impatient like me and you want your projects to go faster, there's no reason. I mean, it's not like it's going to make it more durable to have it thicker. You still get you just want the crocodile impression or whatever impression you're trying to get. You can also use this to do repairs like veneer repairs, or use it just like you would Bondo, but it's a lot easier. No smell. You don't have to be all, you know, oh, you got to be a Bondo specialist, you know. It's just super easy to use. Okay, so I'm going to spin my drawer like I told you guys. I did that whole side. Now I'm going to do like this. And same thing. See where I've got, see, I just drag it. Just go back to the middle and pull it, and just pull it down to the edge so that I've got it covered. Just like this. And this is so fun. And it's so much easier than fighting with the stencil. And y'all know me, y'all watched me before. Y'all know I don't use spatulas with my stencils. Y'all know I'm a hands-on girl, so I've always got, you know, whatever product I'm using all over my fingers, all over my hands. I'm always a big mess. this just was so easy. I'm like, why have I not been using Dixie Belle Mud? What is wrong with me? Why have I not pulled this forward? You know what? Years ago, they sent me some before I was even with them, and they called it swamp mud. They don't call it swamp mud anymore. And I mean, it was okay, but I think that they've reformulated or something since that jar. And I've had that jar forever, and it was super thick, and I just hadn't tried it in a long time. And then when my friend Julie asked for Crocodile, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one of those rollers. I'm gonna try mud with that. Well, what the heck? I don't know why I haven't been doing that. Can y'all hear me? I'm mumbling. I feel like I'm mumbling. Hey, Julie with Funk Your Junk, how are you, hon? I make even cakes. I've always said if I wasn't a furniture painter, I would be a cake maker. No, I do not make pretty cakes, but I would learn. I would learn. Okay, so now I'm gonna go down to the side, and I'm just gonna drag from one side to the other, just like that. Do it again, just like that. Still gonna be able to see my drag marks. I'm okay with that, because we're about to break all that up with the roller. Okay. Rolling time. It's rolling time. Okay. Set that aside. Here we go. I got my roller. Start on one end. This actually is as wide as the roller. And I think I'm going to push instead of pull. I think I'm going to start on one end and push. Here we go. Oh, I did actually say that if you let this set up, okay, you know what? I forgot. We're going to let it, we're going to scratch that. I got ahead of myself. Now my roller's full. Scratch that. You want to see what happens if you don't let it set up a little bit? You need to let your mud set up about 5 minutes or so at least. See what happens? I mean, it gives you a crocodile pattern, but it's like a crocodile pattern on drugs. It's a little blurry. So see, I got ahead. So I'm gonna actually, so that's a little bit of a waste because I need more now. I'm gonna have to pull some more out and spread that into there. That's okay, I'm not gonna freak. And spread that out. I'm gonna let that set up, and we are gonna put some wax on the other one while this one's setting up, because I don't want it to be, I want it to be crisp. I want it crisp. But see, looky there. No mistakes, right? No mistakes. We just say, oops, oops. There we go. A little bit thicker. And we'll see what, now we get to see what it's gonna look like with our roller a little bit full, because I am not gonna leave y'all and go rinse that out. And I'm also not gonna go rinse it out in my sink, because then I'd have me some serious plumbing problems. Okay, so we're gonna let that set up. And let's move forward this one that we put the clear coat on. Oh my gosh, I know, right? Crocodile on drugs. I said that, didn't I, Leslie? Is that what I said? I did say that. A crocodile on drugs. Being on drugs and looking at a crocodile. I don't know. Okay, this is, see, look how much I got in there. What a waste. I wonder if I can pull some of that off just like this. I'm just going to end up with this all over my hands. I just don't want to waste any of that. No, it's just pushing it down into there. Kind of. It should still work just fine, right? We'll see. We'll see what kind of pattern we get. We're just going to see. All right. That's not enough to save. It just pushed it down in there. Okay, so this is the one that I did. I need to put a heat gun on this, so this way I can look up at the phone and answer y'all's questions. To set up. Okay, so before you, just let it set up like 5 or 10 minutes before you run your roller through it, so that you don't get it mushy, and so that you don't get all those humongous blurred peaks. You want it to be super crisp. So like 5 or 10 minutes. But then today, after I finished, because you know I'm new to the roller, so today after I finished it, it was at about 3 hours. I was able, no, probably about an hour. I came back in and ran my hand over it like this. I literally just rubbed it down and knocked off any of the peaks that were on there. I just knocked them off so that it made it nice and smooth like this. This one's nice and smooth. Knocked my peaks off. And then within about 3 hours, it was hard. Like, I mean, I could have probably knocked it off, but it was hard enough for me to paint it and rub black wax on it and not mess up my design. It wasn't, I used the word malleable, is that correct? It wasn't malleable anymore. All right, I think that's dry enough. I don't know why these companies don't send me tools. Wagner should send me, you know, I bought this. Like, why aren't they like not beating my door down? Please use my heat gun on your live videos. Okay. Where am I? Right here. Got my wax brush and my best stain wax in black. This is a small jar. I don't know how I ended up with the small jar. I use this by the load. So would Modern Masters Texture Effects Texture Meeting work the same? Jamie, I haven't used that. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is it to do this kind of stuff with? I don't know. I mean, you know, mud's not the only thing you can do it with. This is just my first time to really work with mud, and I'm in love with it because it's so whipped and so easy to use. And I love that I was able to come in and just rub my peaks off with my hand. I didn't have to use a sander. When I've used sea spray or spackle, things like that, when I come in to take the peaks off, it literally will almost cut through whatever sandpaper I'm using because it gets sharp and hard. And this was just soft. It's very, very soft. But then it dried hard. So, yes, Joy, I sure did. This is one of her rollers. I'm an affiliate now for her, and so I put my link up there on the top, and that would take you over there, but then that lets her know that I sent you, and I get like a percentage because she does that for people who will promote for her. So, yeah, y'all want to see the foils? Let me show you the foil. Do you see foil back here, babe? Like a roll of foil? This way? Further? Oh my gosh. Right here. Foils. Okay, so this is the foil and this is the hardware. So it comes with this really cool patinaed plate. This is a back plate. Look at it. Look how cool that is. It's because you walked through. You broke it. Dang, sorry guys. Okay, so this is the back plate, which actually has an amazing patina on it. But and if it were an industrial type look we were going for, I would not touch this. This, if I could make this with paint, which I could, but it would take work with the Dixie Belle patina line. That's amazing. And then this handle goes on top of it, which it also looks really cool. So it goes like this, okay? But we're going for a swanky, upscale, swanky look. So she asked for gold foil on her nightstand somehow, some way. We're doing an epoxy pour on the top, nice and sleek and shiny. It's the exact same pour that we did on our laundry room countertop. Same thing. We're doing on the top. We'll do that live as well, probably over the weekend if you want to watch us do an epoxy resin pour. But I didn't want to use straight up gold foil, so I chose what Jennifer has called this spotted champagne. And I don't know how this is going to look on camera. You see that? So it's shimmery, but more pearlized, not like bam in your face gold. And this looks really good with this bag, which was what her pillow shams came in. And this gold is the gold that she has in the bedroom. And this goes really, really well with it. But she also has silver in the bedroom, and these are gray. So I felt like this looks really good. So it's not going to be a whole lot different than this. It just won't look patinaed and rusted. It'll be more of a clean, sleek champagne foil. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm really excited about that too. So let's wax, guys. Y'all want to do some best stain wax? Let's do it. Just throwing everything up there. And this needs to go up there. Okay, let's see. Let's Let's go down, 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 down. Okay, so this is dry. This is our Crocodile with Hurricane Gray right here. And it has a coat of, so this was used with mud from Dixie Belle, the Crocodile Faux Roller, and Hurricane Gray paint, and then a coat of clear coat and satin. You do just actually I have it. Someone's asking, what do you use for the foil? So for that type of foil, she really recommends using her adhesive, which is called Artsyville Embellishments adhesive right here. So this will be the adhesive. I'll brush this on. You can see I've not even opened it. I'll brush this onto the hardware and then let it set up and get tacky. And then I'll put that foil on. And I put the link, you guys, to her stuff. You can find all of the stuff that we're talking about if you just use my link. And she has lots of really cool stuff. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to cover the entire piece, the entire thing in black wax. I'm going to go in circular direction because we have such tight corners, tight areas where the crocodile pattern gets really small, and you don't want to miss, you know, if you just go left to right, you'll miss an up and down side. So you can either go in circles or you can go up and down, you know, crosshatch, back and forth, back and forth. It's up to you. So this is the Dixie Belle's Best Stain Wax in black, which y'all know I use. Oh my gosh, I probably use it on almost every project except for people who want pure white. And remember, I'm not doing pure white anymore. No more pure white. I don't mind looking at it. I like looking at it, but I just don't like painting it at all. But these are going to be white. The body is going to be white, these nightstands. But we're doing epoxy resin pour on the top and faux crocodile on the door and drawer fronts. So the other nightstand, it's his and her. This one right here, that beaded wood is no longer going to be there. We're going to cover that completely with mud, and I'm going to run the Crocodile Roller through it. And do I have that covered pretty good? Does that look covered good to y'all? Put my lid back on. So I hope you'll try this, y'all. It's really easy. I'm not just making it look easy. It is easy. So here you go. It's totally waxed. Completely waxed. Now I'm going to wipe it back. And of course, I don't have my rag over here. So let me go get it. Here we go. Actually, I think I have a little bit of the mud on here. I hope I don't get it on there. Okay. I know, Lynn, it does. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to hold this like this so you guys can see, hopefully. Had a little bit on my rag. I shouldn't have done that. But do you see how much lighter this is than this side over here? It's just bringing through. And I just kept rubbing today because I didn't want it too dark. You know, I didn't want, like, see this area right here is still really, really dark. So I just kept rubbing it in different directions, up and down, left to right, side to side, and just kept taking black wax off, and it just stays. So here I'll show you one side wiped back and one side that's fully covered in black wax. So see the difference? The side, oh, look at that sheen. It almost looks charcoaly silver. Isn't that beautiful? And then this side still has all black wax on it. You see that? See the difference? So now I'm gonna keep going down this way, taking off. And it is a lot easier to do because I put that clear satin top coat in between, y'all. That makes it so much easier. You're not freaking out. See how much black is coming off? You're not, you know, just freaking out that, oh, you gotta hurry because it's gonna dry on there. Sorry, I'm having to be super tedious because I used this rag to offload some of that mud onto. Now, a lot of times I use baby wipes, but I started out with a baby wipe on that first drawer today, and it took too much off. It was taking way too much black off. So I decided, this is just a dry, or a shop rag, just a dry shop rag. You can use clear wax to remove the dark wax easier. You don't need to on here at all. You don't need to. It's just rubbing right off. Like that wasn't work at all. I wouldn't want to use clear wax because I don't want my clear wax going down in my crevice and pulling off my black wax. She's right. You can do that. Like if you make a mistake, I guess you want to see you can do that. Like if you make a mistake and you want to take wax off, you can do that. But I don't want to use clear because I don't want it to take off too much. I want to just wipe off the tops of the crocodile bumps. And that's it. So let me hold it up for you so you can see. Doesn't it look amazing? So can you imagine that hardware that I'm going to use with that foil on it, and then the epoxy pour top that's going to also have those same colors in the foil. It's going to be a white Carrera type with some gray and maybe a little bit of veining and feathering in black, but with a little bit of melded gold into it as well. If you go to my blog, traceysfancy.com, if you've never been, go to traceysfancy.com. Thank you, Julianne. I'm so glad. Thank you. I appreciate you saying so. It does, doesn't it? Go to traceysfancy.com, and in the top left search bar, this is my website, the top left search bar, type in the word laundry room, and our epoxy pour will come up. It is so pretty. It is so beautiful. I love it so much, and we did it right over old, nasty Formica. It looks amazing, and that exact look is what's going to be on the top of these nightstands. So I rubbed all of this off. In order to get it to match that other one, I'm going to take my brush that still has wax on it, and I'm going to highlight the edges, and it doesn't pick it up very well on camera, but I'm just going to go around like the corners over here and just kind of feather back in a little extra black, just like this. And then today I also took that, I wanted it more, you know, kind of like a blended look where it's highlighted lighter in the middle and darker around the edges. Then I also took one of these plates, felt where my holes are, which by the way, we have to re-drill back in those holes. So it's about like this. And then I just feathered around that so I kind of know where it is. And then I just wanted an extra dark in the middle. So it looks real, as if, you know, the oils from your skin from reaching for the hardware over time have kind of darkened the center. So we'll do like that. Got a little carried away right there. And then this plate will sit on it. And then the plate will have like that little bit of that darker look around it. You can kind of see that right there, right? See it? And see how I made the edges, see right over here and right here is a little bit darker. So we'll let that cure and we leave it like this. Just makes it look a little more realistic than just having it be, you know, all one color. So always consider that too. Hi, Liz. Hi, honey. You want to go play? You're a good player. You're a good artist player. That's for sure. So that's it, guys. That's all I'm going to... Oh, we didn't roll, did we? We didn't roll. Let's roll. We let that... I hope we didn't let it set up too long. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot. Okay, here we go. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, let's go down. Down, down, down. Here we go. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Here we go. Roller across. Why is it? It's not. It's not. It didn't do. Terrible representation. Fail number 2. Fail number 2. Okay, so this is what happened. I already know what happened. Let me tell y'all. One is the first time I did it, I didn't let it set up. I did it as soon as I put the stuff on. Now I let it set up, but I didn't wash all the excess out of the roller. So I told y'all, this is my first time to use the rollers. So now you learn, you know, process of elimination. You learn by your mistakes. So I learned that you cannot have a fully loaded roller like this. It's only going to attract the stuff that's on there already. So I'm literally going to have to spread this back out, and then I need to go outside and I'm going to have to spray this off. and then I'll be able to come back and roll. So, so that's that, but I don't want to make y'all wait. I'm not going to have y'all wait. Y'all saw me do it on Dixie Belle. It goes right through. It did it beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. Yeah, got to go rinse that roller. So lesson learned, but before I do that, I need to smear back out my, I got to smear back out my mud before I do that. Where did my extra mud go? I don't work well in like this tiny little space. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes, real life, exactly. It happens. Just not always on live video, but I'm okay with it if y'all are okay with it. I'd rather do it than it happen to y'all at home. I think that's plenty. I think I have plenty on there. And now I'm just gonna get my spatula, spread this around. One more time, make my cake again. And then I'm gonna go rinse my roller off and come back with a silicone roller that is just gonna roll right through this. But I'm gonna let this set up. I'm gonna let it set up again because I'm breaking through it again right now, but it feels good still. I added extra to it. So don't do that. Learn by my mistake. Don't forget to let it set up. And then when you smooth it back out, if you do forget to let it set up, go wash your roller in between, okay? Go wash your roller. I should have done that. Lots of excess here, and I need to put back in my jar. Whoa. Get it off the sides. I'm gonna have to come back with a wet towel because there's kind of a lot on the sides. And I kind of want to smooth that down a little bit. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I don't know how long this, just like 5 or 10 minutes, I think. I think all I did was wax, right? That's all I did in between was wax. So when these are done, I will have a full blog on these as well. But I'm gonna get some more rollers for sure. And I've got way too much stuff on here. I'm gonna order, I want the Baroque. I think I want the cheetah. I think that would be really fun to do some shading and shadowing with the cheetah. Probably won't get the twig and berries. Sorry guys, couldn't help it. Yeah, probably won't get that one. Ooh, I had a lot of excess on here because how many times have I put stuff on here already? Yep, a lot. All right, get my lid on there. Okay guys, well I am gonna head out. Do you seal over the wax? If so, what do you use? You don't have to, but I will, and I will put a satin over it because I want it to have just enough of a sheen. I don't want it to be gloss and I don't want it to be flat, but you know, if you look at leather, it always picks up on the light a little bit. This is lovely. So I probably am gonna put satin over it. But I'm gonna wait, you need to wait about 72 hours for your wax to really have time to cure before you seal it with a top coat. Oh, are y'all asking where I got it from? Yes, I put the link at the top on this video. Go look at the video, the top of the video description. I've got a link to Dixie Belle paints, this Dixie Belle Mud, which is amazing. And I also have a link to the faux rollers there as well. Oh, the chrysanthemum one is pretty. I need to check that out too. Yeah, I'm not usually drawn to flowers, so I'll have to check that out. So, okay, I'm gonna head outside, guys, and wash this out and come back and do my roll. But thank y'all for sticking with me tonight. I hope that y'all are inspired. And if you do something and you do a project, please tag me because I love to see y'all's projects. I really, really do. I didn't even see the Harlequin one, girl. I have to check that out too. Smear the mud. You should have seen the mess I just made on live video. Decoupaging sheet music. Betsy, are you serious? I'm going to be doing sheet music on an armoire. They're bringing me an armoire this weekend that I'm doing that on. Are you serious? I have to go see. That is so funny. Yeah. Okay. My mud is smeared. I'm going to go wash it out. I love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. If you have any questions, just tag me. Okay, I'll get to it or send me a message. Okay, thanks you guys. Thank you, Carol. Bye-bye.